Hi, Dina. When I read your ticket, I thought there was like the Nevo slider was like an extra element being displayed in the page. And, oh, I see everything. This is an easy one to fix. And I'm not sure why they're all set to use the primary page, but there's three different layouts in your site: a primary, a secondary, and a minimized. The primary shows the large Nevo slider. So if I open up this page here, I'll use it as an example. This is what you'll see. Now watch this. Right up here in the head of the page, where we have a link to the styles right here, see the word primary CSS? If you change that to secondary, like so, I'm going to save it. I'm going to preview this again. It automatically switches it over to the smaller one. So that's when it's linked to the primary. That's when it's linked to the secondary. Okay, so that's all you need to do is just, I don't know which pages you want changed over. I just go through and quickly do it for you. But yeah, if you want a page that displays like this, change it to secondary. Now, there's one other thing you can do as well. You can change the secondary to minimized, like so. Let me just save this, and I'm going to preview this page right here. Once it saves, there we go. Preview at F12, and there you go. No image whatsoever. So this is what the page would look like with the primary style sheet linked to it. This is what it looks like with the secondary style sheet linked to it, and this is what it looks like with the minimized link to it. Now the other thing is these three boxes here. Okay, I'm going to scroll on down and see if I can find my style sheet. They seem to be, there it is. It's been removed. So let's go to a page like let's do something else here. I'm going to show you something here. Actually, I'll do this and I'll just upload it to tell you what I'll do. I'm going to change everything over to your secondary for you, and I'm going to put it back up to the sandbox, and except for the index page. Okay, because I can probably do it a little bit faster than you. And then if you've got FileZilla, perfect. You don't have to worry about FTP issues, because FileZilla is a great program for uploading to the server. So here's what I did. I went through and opened all of your pages in your root folder here, except for the index pages. Okay, I left those closed. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this line right here. Watch this little trick for updating a lot of pages really quickly. I'm just going to select it and then do an edit, replace, or Control H. Okay, I'm going to copy this link right here. I'm going to paste it into the replace window, but I'm going to change the word primary to secondary, just like so. I'm going to select open pages and then ignore white space and the find in source. Okay, so we're going to look for all open pages. We're going to look for anything linked to the primary.css and change it to the secondary.css. And then I'm going to hit replace all. But because I don't have the index pages open, it's not going to change anything in those pages. Replace all. This should only take about a minute or less. All right. I'm just going to pause the video while it does that. Okay, so now that it's done that, all these pages have little asterisks up there, meaning they've been updated. So these would have been pages that actually had the were linked to a primary because they have been updated. Okay. Contact was already linked to a secondary, and same with this one here, and same with this one here. So now I'm just going to go File, Save All. It's going to run through, save all the updates that I made here, and I'll just open up a couple pages and preview them in a browser just to make sure that it worked. So let's take our DVDs here. Is it still processing? And it may take a minute. Let's say when you have that many pages open in your editor, it may take a minute to update and save all. So cool. Okay, so here's our DVDs. I'm going to hit the F12 key, and I'll have that selected, and boom, there it is. It's changed. Okay, so now what we can do is I'm going to update the secondary style sheet so we hide all of these boxes right here using a style sheet as opposed to in the page itself. So I'm going to open up this, and open up my primary. I just want to see if I've got the, nope, and secondary. Okay, now I need to find just some styles here, and usually the index page would have something in here, or the index copy, I should say. Let's see if those styles, no, the styles have all been erased, and I don't know why. Maybe they got knocked out somehow. I'm just going to rewrite them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically scroll on down here. hide the left info, center info, and right info in your secondary.css. I'll just do this. Okay, so now any pages that are actually linked to the secondary style sheet, they won't display those 3 info boxes. It'll take you right down to your content, right? So this way you don't have to go through and update everything. So I'm gonna put this back up to the server anyway. So if anything, if you just wanted to follow through and do the same thing I did, fine. If you wanted to download the whole site, probably even better. It'll save you a bunch of time. So those updates are made, and now you should be able just to put it up to take it down from the sandbox, and you can do that with FTP. You can grab your FileZilla, download the entire thing to your computer, and then you can just re-upload it directly back up to your actual live server if you want to go that route.